Whoa, what's going on, YouTube? It's Brendan again. I've got my beard going on here. Hey, look, here's what I wanted to talk about. One of my posts that blew up recently was, how do you write a book and a novel? How do you do it? I actually wrote a novel last year, and the quick answer is this: Tony Robbins has a great quote, and he says, "It's not what you can do; it's what you can do consistently. What can you do over and over again, regularly?" And what's interesting about that is that John Grisham actually used this method to write his first book. He wanted to figure out how he could write the consistently and in the minimum amount possible to disrupt his life. So literally, he used to get into work like an hour earlier every day and write one page. That was it. He wrote one page. And sometimes he'd write more than one page, but like his minimum was, I have to sit down and write one page. If that's too hard for you, do this. This is something that is even more powerful. If you're like, I don't even know if I can write one page, take half an hour, not a whole hour. Everybody can take half an hour, and if you can't take half an hour, you're lying to yourself. But take half an hour, sit down, and just say that you're going to write 500 words or 250 words. And if you can't even do that, then just sit there and just write bullshit on a piece of scratch paper for half an hour. It doesn't matter. Just write ideas, write whatever. Because you're getting your brain into the habit. Charles Duhigg talks about this in the Power of Habit. But like by making the space about writing, eventually you'll get to the point where you write 500 words and 1,000 words, and you'll want to do it for 2 hours and all of that stuff. So just that's the biggest thing there. I do this. I mean, this is what I did with comedy. Like I went out for an hour a day. Not an hour a day, like more like 2 or 3 hours a day. But I went out every day to do open mics, and even though I bombed and crashed and all that stuff, I basically like kept it going, and eventually did Edinburgh this past year. Like it was really amazing, and have been doing Laugh Factory and Zanies and all that stuff. The last thing I just wanted to mention real quick, if anybody, this is functionally like acting like a vlog, I guess, but like if anybody's having issues with iOS 11. Please comment below. I'm having tons of problems with my phone after I updated to it, and it's completely screwed it up. It's slow. It doesn't work properly. It shuts down by itself. It hangs when I try to open apps. This happens all the time now, and I cannot find anything online that really is talking a lot about it. I know that people weren't happy with iOS 11, but it seems like every time I am like actively looking, I feel like there's some concerted effort by Apple to like shut down any of that, any of that, basically. Any discussion about it or mention of it. So please comment below. I'm going to also begin posting more stuff here that are like interviews and things I do. But until then, please check out my SoundCloud podcast, The Madness Continues, the same name. And anyway, be well. Meanwhile, the madness continues.